Elephant herbal mixture, 100% herbal. And I say Sadiq herbal powder, ebebo ye pamamo cocoa powder no. Actually, midin Eddie Mansanson for Kojo Preko Dankwah. So from now to 9:45, me no one ever decide you may do any share dear corner dear benina a year or memo hana. But quick one young com na fi encoding command na ye kwa kodin komo san say ene na a year Dr. Ato Forsen a year budget no of 2026 they call a year parliament na fe o memuni na yati de cost one de benina minim so expectations minim say o a year niema o for say onka wunya ya enke say komo anase yi fimu first of will be cry the ababetu just say ono cry the COVID tax no or trend said this time around Dr. Ato Forsen, who is the Minister for Finance, a COVID tax no efim, and then all expectations will be met. You better come on now. You share the Kobramen Kwa Humanities Senamene Professor Isaac Bwedi or Dean or a Dean. A faculty of accounting and finance UPSA meaning in common share the expectation on the state of the economy as it stands now and what he expects Dr. Ato Forsen to look at na fi enhwe de ko ene de benina dog prof memao achen ema wakwaba eba Kessben TV so na face so Kessben 92.9
yo me so me chair what here for so here for so
obia eso eje so anope freya enye bone ene Dr. Ato Forsen the year 2026 budget no obekin kama ye nyina yate ne de bekum ene de ebe nyina mamintio what really are your expectations when it comes to the 2026 budget?
Oh yo major so I say on my be kind budget obia our expectations enyu no kwa ho investors political for almost policy makers, consumers, producers, ubia were expectations. Now some of them who expectations I also show if you be a ujina. No what be said then I may expect to say ebeba. Now ucha when infoni wo maima who say baby ejina no ye here yenya microeconomic stabilization and stability. And you say, then there was a kasa mekayen. The mekayen is inflation. Obernbekase is halved. Ya tiso aba single digit. Maybe I was to see and say, your deficit, your reducing kakra. Exchange rate so a home sana sidin a 2 mekano. So aba form. A dear me say a buying for 1 year, year. The growth quality. The growth quality. And of a capex capital expenditure, so you win. And you say the private sector credit growth, so constraint our hope. And to show any share of my baby ejinani. Na ya stabilization yenya. Aka growth I was a pager economy. A hona me say ka budgeti ebe ye stabilization na dia call be a year 2 ema o man ye grow and the fesi hu obeka say ma ye stable ma gina hwa ontimi gina faako enche also to me peja omu aban ba em say 1 year ni ebia na de toto nyoma ye hu say ade a entimi enche ne obo why na betu ababa why bi Nemu Kessena no and Toffum. On my here and your mother pajama or my the budget ebay. Budget be a bar a revenue. The minister neighbor parliament or the car revenue was a quite fast revenue. A boy a dear a car, ye the boy home bra or my mo. A first so expenditure measures be her priorities or the catcher so my Yeska. Say I had the quiet Juma way. We are not some my economic policies. I just the bit of my Apeja Costro. No, my key sector reforms are on by no, my key initiatives are on my abandon person oye. When in Yoma and now Parliament House obey and Yoma obey can once a money. Yes, time fee your revenue. as on mine, maybe just to say. Who share the last figures are Bank of Ghana, Edibe Tuja, may find cost September, more. Sad data, you are your travel between November, more. You may fast Africa than find your Juma. Your share revenue on my year against our GDP. I just on my say, the total output in Yano. Yeah, the revenue, yeah, the any bar. It's almost about 8.3 as at the last July or so. 8.3. And calling him just on my 100 billion and the year, 8 million per and in Saka as on my IA revenue. I will form 2024, now about 16%. That's in a SWAT about 8. I just on mine, your revenue and grants, I will form. And to my revenue be our former, won't mean young to Juma. And to me, ka budget here, but a band never catcher say revenue ever mine. Sign and person me and no minor, yes, can be free, never buying. Now, Ubasha, your tax, a bear 13 or 14% tax to GDP ratio, the revenue tax to GDP ratio. I just said, so on minor. I produce you about 100 CDs. I buy you about 13 CDs. I just say, on my way, no. Who the input to Juma? And to me, Koso. Now, me share budget, ba a band the catcher or the tax for Biba. There be. The money I make sure I all Baba catchers a tax way, no. Me percent crop for if the only Juma I will buy for internet so a crime my GRE for Alpha so because uncle for no money. Baby a dija and waka so Kojo tax. A quiet person there fasuni nom di revenue be county. Omo nam hwa e bin tia tax a yenya kakra na aka ye tia tax de biano umo bi tax ayire ni bebra ni komubu nessa no pe bi obefo obedwane a won tia tax e ho me first aban be he ni yi afen un se ukofie bi ma akonya etra so no aya na ni nyina level no 1 you can grow for now. Akonya say miensa aye ba ko ne so ne nan na bia na 9 anan miensa. So o makonya si ho na ne nan na emienu aye ukutra so pa bebu. O man wo sha ne Nigeria so ankasa nywa miensa ye service sector. Ye agri sector and industry. Anyone ne nsa ne Nigeria so. Sani nyina ne entimi enyi enko na nimu a the same time, I am not a free baby chia. Osha service sector, and I kita on maya for some time. The growth. Now on maya or the service sector, economy, I had the ideas of economy because I am my a Greek and a funny public. A Greek and a man by yen to mean call China and coffee and farmer. Young common on it and coffee and if I'm home and my exchange rating cost. It is agree kofoma on mine and what ye. And then I buy a agree of a funny baby. And then I will increasing production capacity of our country. Now, say, oh, my Greek no, only na unya holding from a part. Mine. It is not a minute of a cafe Greek. Allocation say in Obabeyo. I thought we are, share with industry, industrialization. You who can say now our industry a fee obekasa by oba but answer no bano on my promise library efa industry also the 24-hour economy beba or the juma beba or the industry or the growth or the new be or the buy and saying or that na di ni nyina no enton ne kwanso ebasa emma o man ntimi nyina your growth and economy, the quality of our growth and your best. And to you, I make sure some my or the bar among of what I say, not in your papa to a call. And another day I may say, Uncle, yeah, I be woman.
Okay, Prof. Wakasa and wabu bonema bakum you nubi says we me pay a year expansion kakra was so clearly what it tells me is that per your analysis, the country is suffering when it comes to revenue mobilization, improving revenue mobilization, because there are a lot of loopholes within the space. I mean, clearly, if we are taking almost about, like you said, 10 billion, that's 8.3 or 8 something, there are major loopholes that we need to see. As to how we're going to do it, I think the finance ministry will have to tell us. Then again, politicians have come and go. I mean, we've heard even the previous government telling us that we're going to move the economy to another grade. I mean, where we're going to do industrialization, technology, and all those things. Now, we're still talking about our sector being a service one, where we go there, import, come, and then that is a major one that is going. And you are saying it is not going to help us. What should a minister and now probably a binary to do to see the economy when it comes to the growth quality, to be sustainable and improved from 2026 going, if we are not going to depend on the service sector, because industrialization you are saying is very low. I don't know about the other sectors which will help us. Is it then that is coming in their Greek? I mean,
is a joke.
Who say a joke?
It's a joke. Slogan. Shall be a do man and yes slogans in some else did grow. Mia, and your slogan in some. It is our slogan, Samitia, I am not hadging. No calling. Odo person will be a my own intentions and a diabe. Who say, your can is a ubia nam kran kitten. Policy na day. Me out here. Mentiase.
On thing kokon kitten project na say, I mean, like beefy up the poultry sector to enable us to reduce the importation of and cocoa this 18 months, 20 years, and all those. I mean, and cocoa to enable us to seize. In terms of now, can lunch also.
Yeah, almost say there's one thing say can't assemble. Not atom from and one thing say while implementing. A difference woman to say you best say about he may have obey good intentions about this economy. But mess saying you move away for these slogans and in this way because yes I am boy. My main sure as say a yes of my young importing you and no any importation is okay. But boy. And you may cook a few man on the band. Now you're in Fessica and cotton and you want to be your home. Now so what is I farmers and uncle form producing your Ghana someone called match be over saying
yes.
Send your mama producer no omunyato for and your honor. One never come abandoning the major consumer. Sabanin toa no cramo de ba and we and crama ya krigusukra. Ya gusukra. And two bears and what if I'm co interview. On the come so much. You find your slogan, me pacho. The name can say the intention of that policy say Bema you be reduce. I mean import dependency. Say the Bianyama Yenebo Ghana, Yakofia man on the back. And yet but there should be practical approaches to Sanyamoye. Nemwa. And none of them become them. So my fun mean casa a joke say a qualasam debi. Make us say the way you put up propaganda and the cause and cook, you did agro. You did agro. As you may ray, what you want him, you launch what you want him.
Any IP for a lunch,
yes, 24-hour economy. What you want him view? And never mind desolation akoso. And never mind apija name. Funny when you enter one semka. 1 year ba. Or 4-year term.
Jakatreo.
Obey development a major project. And 2-3 years old. We were not 4 years ago. Or money be a penny, or money echo ham. Then 2026, I day him. When I say, oh, you were debt overhang.
Yes, I was even going to go to the to
Yeah,
debt
what debt
issues.
overhang.
Yeah.
But services debt.
Yes.
Go and check your balance of your primary balance situation. Go and check. Ube say your expenditure and a revenue. Now what see expenditure fima. Ni ebeka ni ede kwako tia e kawa bontin.
Yeah, no credit.
Na expenditure e cost revenue so bafom. Now ben konya sense kasa equation ben sika na akada ko tia nkrofo wo abon ne ka. Yes anko IMFobio. Yen kwa da nkrofo so mo ebisia. Enti ya nya ne ya na ya mfa enyoma nsi akom yi a. Revenue expenditure. And now so sika be for so be raising.
Okay.
But they can say project more minor you focus on those projects.
Okay. Prof, two things now minya okwan. One has to do with the call for the COVID levy to be expunged from our tax regime, because it's still around. I'm some more atofos in Bekachre said doctor Kachre said mrepemu omeshe na omo fi honum. I don't know how far that one will help. And then again, what would you say has been the contribution from a gold board? Because we heard, before this budget, they've told us they've done almost about 80 billion. In terms of more gains and all that. What do you think that one will do in terms of even the debt servicing strategy? How we're going to milk gold board in servicing some of these areas?
I'm so can you say. One, the gold board situation. And so Boba could be the answer.
COVID levy, no.
COVID levy. Only say one source of revenue to this administration.
Yeah.
Okay. Into far revenue streams are your tax area, your fines, and your grants.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so you mean na breaking na indirect and direct. Na more revenue. Internet town beka say uyi ba ku bia fi ho no. E just say revenue gap e be ba ho.
Mhm.
Unyes kan fi ba bi emfa me wo capital expenditure. Ti ba expenditure na still e be cost. Enti on mine also be train na say me revenue COVID levy. When I'm the best, all my countries or the new tax be mobile. Hence, I know what that I. Only says COVID levy also go if you in your first 120 days. What's the account?
An account, yeah.
When you if you ho, it's a fee. If you say, or if you are obey impo and not some I beg you come. But obey if you are revenue be not the best of every time it me at the boy hobra. I feel gold board so. Fantastic idea. Good initiative. Yen say sika e ma gold board no fiscal kakra budget about last year. Kona ko check sika e ma gold board to buy gold. Na gold do matter. Yen na isuan de. Aban so ma 1 cedi sefakoto gold a. Ona koto gold. That's the look of afin. And I also Koko Bisa. I feel who say you rely more on the gold board. You who say gold prices are costly to say. A cost on for so signing your fee, gold price a cost. Royalties are non-crofo tiamayeno. Emre cost on you just sign the film to say. Gold board the Juma Obayana, and yes, also gold on Kwao. The mandate, go and check the gold board mandate. The mandate park a on say or best set up gold refinery or Ghana. What you want them? Buying gold and selling a easier job will be a Mikoto Maton. Enhancing the capacity, adding value to gold no. Ye home for so. You better say a hot no see the Nico. Ye add value to our product at the corporate.
Oh, okay. Because I think the refinery, if my memory serves me right, on my lunch to see the refinery happening. And then again, the figures I think it's in operation, the refinery. And then looking at the figure, Nana Wokan seminar, may check if he graphic online, may come budget allocation for 2025 for good board, I think it's 279 million.
Okay, and the Ubasa Koko check it almost a site.
Okay.
Do some within the period that it is less kind of moment.
I tell you very well. It makes reason.
Now what time is so Konya is kind of thing. And the Koto and Crowfour gold board a car any say in Crowfour a small scale. Bigger mind scale for the befremu and a difference and I really see not the best a question also bisa.
Okay. Prof, may say, Mesamba back, Ura ato force and Ekin can we are near share all the expectations now born Hunino. You have said what you mean every one. Just as you said, the macroeconomic stability, we are seeing it, the CD, we are seeing it. You're looking at the growth quality that we expect to see, and then see how we're able to build improving our revenue mobilization. We look at the loopholes, and then if COVID levy, if you are, which one are you bringing? Is it a road toll coming back to replace something that will really position you well? And that's how if you are now the new tax about so I send our kind of what that we'll look at all those ones, and then maybe the agri sector, the industrialization sector, the SME support, and I feel so other core objectives are your force will be to me. No, we are your beba when I see you name no be dim come, but I see be brave.
Yo, with that.
A Professor Isaac Boadi, a Dean, Faculty of Accounting and Finance, UPS, and no 80 and common 6 minutes past the hour of 8. Mebana Feminiziga, our bidding common Ziga Steak brought to you by Doc Activated Chaco. Now Feminino Edding Common Ransan and American Show say, that's so herbal. Semen Control said, sorry. That's what about Semen Control said, what we near how war, say what glaucoma, cataract, and face war a year total blindness. When you know, a year Bibia, a year Blair, Humia, as I am, you know me and some you know me and say, you won't be a corner dear Bannon. Uchika, a dear son, when you need to Musio, a unit me patrol, that be Conacosho when you know ye a SO Herbal Hospital, the Bebwao. Okay? Anyway, say one crochet, now one son where you are. The bebano and ya the papa and intino twanamo and nano pay a meno casaya. Now call SO Herbal Hospital. Now name painful and couldn't come. Doctors will honoma on bebwao. Say your stroke, say diabetes, say hepatitis B. One marine sanche. Now feel my addicted in nano. I'm person mujano or me to me as some area. Say your fibroid, say your cancer of all kinds, say your liver, kidney disorders, prostate disorders, candidiasis, sexual weakness, STDs, HIVs in a bedwetting. Malaria, Nina, Oko SO Herbal Hospital, or Bebwao, ama bibia to me, Aku, your best son, Yaria, ama ato ye pa, men and a make a show. I didn't know to show my call Amasama Stadium Junction, a hot and I was at Ebecomo, Oko Honomoa, or the Udu Hona so share SO Herbal Hospital, or Bia Betcho, taxi you through Abubuya, Bia Betcho, Bibia SO Herbal Hospital for them, Omo. Fresh number way, now we need AM paying for ND and common. 055 another 55 29 253 055 55 29 253 and answer 050 34 49 444 050 344 9444 and answer 027 28 59 115. Now on the SO Herbal Hospital for ND and Common. And you know, young court now for ye Ziga ending common Ziga Steak brought to you by Doc Activated Chaco. You are now for the discussions on Ashes on them. Panel members on Ebet Nasi, or Jeffrey, you can see Kabute or revenue mobilization or revenue mobilization Africa or better Nasi, or Godwin Mahama Ayaba corporate affairs officer. And after a government spokesperson, the NDC, and then Kweku Dubois, member of National Communication Team, and after Ken campaign team, or also better than fee, the assistance on what Tanasi put it intention, the discussions in Ashisha Ziga, morning, Bibia Boko dear.
Yeah, Yamiado Bibiaboko.
It's also Bibiabo. A radiadom cracker, so
most of my
Yeah, we.
Prof.
Yes, Body. Isaac.
Yeah, Professor Isaac Body. In fact, institution. You get me? We will be some of us or Kasa, they be a near pen the paper because sometimes so moving you will work a crack at the Kaya Dion. Maybe will be a mechachano. But I think say and no maybe you hold more Nesenka or ma binding the benefits of the doubt. You make what I say. The benefits of the doubt in the sense if you are for almost say or more enco Farmers Day because you're told no buy no. Per my investigation, and in Roma, me mako for mama kuno. And tesa, TDE, and tesa. The fact of the matter is, you remember when Nanado Dankwah Kufuado, one of his flagship program was planting for food and jobs. The first year we had a bumper harvest. So Okobe to say agogo, a front place, Mone say na. We had a bumper harvest of plantain, and we are follow within the planting for food and jobs. Banche, and Mone say no money na. But that was a 2018 and 2019. But that was a time you said we are starting to for 5 cities. Oh, that time na fufu ne boy yedin. That time na kalawuli na ne boy yedin. But we are having a bumper harvest. That time na emu ani edua ne ka planting for food and jobs. Food staples no ne ka ho ade edua no. That time na mo eso boy yedin. Fried rice ani eto we checks at that time. Fried rice ani eto 10 cities. Na emu by 15 to 20 cities. But we are having a bumper harvest. And then the planting for food and jobs become successful. But we did not get, we as a Ghanaians, yenya home faswo. So this is what this government is trying to do. About ready we say, yenya bumper harvest. We have to block the other countries, the neighboring countries. Send your beya, you can't foreign found the neighboring countries named Konkoton. Because so we share the planting for food and jobs now. A dear man, ye hochri ye pan say, na ye timi nya bini. And they said, we are boy ye deal with this country. And they say, the equiaphone say, bumper harvest neba. No more de call Burkina Faso, Cote d'Ivoire, Liberia and Sierra Leone, a honor no more cocoton. Etima ye no ye dia no hasin. Ye timi nya bin the dingu ye fruso. Et you would pick a uber fesika, open so plantain chips grano. At that time, a plantain chips cost 5 Ghana cedis. They make what I say. Not the boy thing. So about where we do, we say, no, in order to curb the situation of food inflation, let us block those countries. Young man conform ma inside the band member talk. So they be say, now a binary kasa to the free for. But the problem is, they are not getting the prices that ought to be gotten. They say prices this could be the safer. Ba and I say Fabreme Burkina Faso Ouagadougou Fabreme Cote d'Ivoire. Sikane say go benyano. They are buying to Hana Wonyanesa because I buy the beam. I'm a first pass Kojo Preko Dankwah the year for and then God in Bahama yebi. And the bros yebi. Mr. Sapo yebi, Miss yebi. Etimiane na bu. Etimiane na Kagana has say. And no now the food inflation. I drop from 27.8 about 11%. Jamaica what I say, but Obuka come as some chair the Greek minister no, and our Greek minister is okay. I will talk to the president so that you bet me abuama say more outside this country no. Aba be rem, aba be tonu yanini bi. So be tonu yanini bia. The food inflation will suffer. Kakra, ebe suffer kakra, but they have given themselves a target. So let us give the government the benefit of the doubt when it comes to that model. Because me say me Kojo say and me kokoto meku and me kokoto your friend say yam. Ne kase ne born you 2 Ghana cedis. Next 8 months or a year me kona that's you 2 Ghana cedis. I'll be happy. As I say, and we are not a chrome ha. Ni edidugu ye fruso maya me ni dia kan ye say they call outside. They're talking about the I have said it over and over. and Kokwan Ketenkete has been launched, but yen starting the American say. Eti yama abino the benefit of the doubt to say, and could be a next year by this time you be redeem a budget. Sabani said the slogan ne bar and the Abeka so kind Kokwan Ketenkete buy and tell wasem. The American say the policy is that look, Abai say me kofa bets diaba. Editing na me kofa bets diaba. Yakra 600 to 700,000 metric tons of akukofos any other about this country. Abai say I want to keep that situation because some money na kwe ni baby fiba. They de pania wono, they do no afa no ho, they create problem ne yare edemaye. They make what I say. They ama ye kuafo anase ye farmer ye poultry farmers waha sofa. Though we ye to be rare 400 metric tons, but Ghana ye demand broso. We need assistance. But Abai say, as I see a dim Kokwan Ketenkete to come and fill that vacuum now. Ye local poultry farmers nuntimi and produce fanka. So send ye beya ebema edumebu our this country to obi anyebi. And Abai say, best na me deban. Wan kasa me de komakia fonkwa tieniye. Wase best na me deban. Obia betimi aba abajibi. Kojo Preko Dankwah obetimi abajibi. Me nana from Poziga betimi akwa akojibi. Godie Mahama, Mr. Sapo obia betimi akojibi. Number of enkoko best na abejino ujiwia. Ya do be call refresher course for 2 weeks to know how to handle them. Tieniye. Send ya be yankoko nungu. How to feed them. Awoba how to obe crown omo be climatize light ebe so die so omo so ne sa no ba no. Oh, na omunyinia what to be kosuare bi bebu the more na ye ton nkoko bebu o Ghana emma afibia ye ntoton nkoko bronya ba bia ye ntoton nkoko mu tia na be ka no sika beba begu botom woni adwuma ye wo ye adwuma wo nya adwuma wo betimi do ho agim so abansi sei na meye no etu obi amba bejibi ye sama sika 5,000 Ghana cedis depending on the number of chickens obefa eti sika ye free the American what I say it will be sad you we say na next year by this time yet that's what ABCD the more then we have the right to criticize and as ma make me we have the right to criticize our banners now Kokwan Ketenkete no wo di sika man kofo kwa en Kokwan Ketenkete na wo man kofo kwa refresher course en Kokwan Ketenkete na wo di sika doso po koma best de buy no buy no ye hunu hu faso bia na ya criticize abine but for now baby a genesis here I would have wished that we give the benefit of the government the benefit of the doubt. I'm not doing a PR for them. Okay. We are all in this country. You will be a turn you know about the American watchers. So we know the food inflation about from 27.8 to 11%. It's a big achievement for this government. Okay. Modular or you should send your
okay.
They said the Bank of Ghana, the central bank. Yes, omu use artificial model and the dollar, the cedi now. The okay article 183 now. Was it the Bank of Ghana na cedi ni say o make sure say the cedi no be stabilized. So e kwa bi e be faso stabilize. Me twemu ho. Me no me kodro ba no. De minima ne say cedi no me danya ne ni cedi no. President Mahama so be keep from 10 to 12. Sako 13 I will bash him. Okay. Eko 14 I will bash him. Because ever to abane 14.7. They make right say. Eko 15 I will bash him. But what say? Message now. That is a medania as a Ghanaian. That's what I'm looking forward to see.
All right.
Eti kwanya be for so food inflation baba from no. Eric Opoku, the Greek minister. Where President Mahama and Niswadi Hunu. And your Greek minister and Niswadi Hunu, the President Mahama say it is feasible and practicable. Okay. Let us do it. Okay. And what the man in the about who minister. And yes, said the policy are binding there by manifesto. The old dear Baba can't bind the Ahu. I'm on the real payo. Okay. And only a first so we minister. And can say manifesto quantisika by the idea in buy it a 40-year-old this said the room in a bit ministers. Okay. They make a say. All right. It's your bino the benefit of the doubt. Okay. And then we are expecting a COVID levy or from the whole week here to my buying it. COVID. All right. As I see a community, I look at Chamena can be percent can a budget next week and watch because of incredible because we say forcing is also acting as a defense minister. So the BT and on one ministry and as our problem about seka ye schedule na and the Kobia or Chinakra and I next week to pay tribute to this young job seekers. Like a bit me but for now, no day, you might ban the benefit of the that you're changing next year best and then you give us we have the right to criticize the government. Okay, thank you very much.
But I say
Doc activated charcoal powder for some culture go de Mahama. So kwa fa biko. Mama bi ma adiako. Doc activated charcoal powder obi a why bloated. Mutie ni why bloated? Why you kutu wodwene wa won tiase. Wa fu ya na yekese enye sika fro da bi. We ya doc activated charcoal powder. Bubobi. Charcoal powder no ado papa ofa warm water. No afa teaspoon, no asa odi bi agu no anom. Ono no best 30 minutes or an hour and san wadidi e be detoxical ama obi a indigestion e how wadwuma no opo anadwo wodidi anadwo enti de bia ni timi digest ye de bia kofa problem e de brew wo hia doc activated charcoal powder o kasa na abofno wodidi wie na abofno unum isi a na abofno wodi anwa aduane na anu nsu a na abofno wo hia doc activated charcoal powder ostroshi bi wo yem a e betu ase de ma poison e na no me catch us ma bibia the back mistake you coffee drew be economy no officer drew and bapa ne maame atode abre no e wo fie eno no sa na nye sa drew na ye poison and your man doc activated charcoal powder had it not been that doctor chese kenya no a akakura ne ehwe no kwa obi abofo wo so teeth whitening and cover 3,000 5,000 and konkoto and konkochu si ma ne white we ya doc activated charcoal powder what you choose here we no what the brush boma na de twi white ebe white kama ebe mo onu nsu ayhwam also be a was subiano doc activated charcoal powder one kasa obe manage also be to ase e dia mam e 100% natural eduane e de no yenkwa ne ni the whole West Africa yenkwa ye nimu a ye de hye a ye de doc activated charcoal powder doc activated charcoal powder obenya biato herbal shop ne pharmacy bia the package de efe enti uhu ya na asaw yare dada enkra ha ubenya biato ekus pharmacy e wa ashaman na naboache e wotema AMNSA our takrade and a delight pharmacy wo Kofodia with Dama pharmacy wa shaman and all pharmacies e wo Okanshi drug lane e wo doc activated charcoal powder obenya biato Adiya pharmacy e wo Kumasi Life pharmacy e wo Kumasi Lancer chemist and a Coleda pharmacy omni na e wo Kumasi number ni 059 820 6885 059 820 6885 and 020 66 16620 020 66 16620 doc activated charcoal at Daroma and then at force betwa COVID level 80 hours so betwa
yeah 22 minutes past the hour of 8 a.m. away if you are just gone by Ziget Steak brought to you by a doc activated charcoal. Now let me read this message now if you remember because good morning I may been in Kwabenya the real Asempa budget will be read today and Ghanaians will be happy for the change they voted for. Honorable Ato Forsen will do it again. And I know for sure COVID-19 levy and some taxes will be wiped off. Thanks to Aban Papa for doing the needful. Greetings to Honorable MC Agbo of Ga East, Deputy CEO of Honorable Peter Kwesi Mensah of PSC, Tema Shipyard, and Officer TDC Boss, Courage, Makafi, Nenekweku, and also Nedia or the Eba. And 22 minutes past the hour of 8 a.m. Yan Kona Fiene, Imboost, including Komona, Yantin, Triampumnia, immune system, Nimboost in the year power with Imboost Herbal Mixture.
Medafo me de wadru sharp herbs biaya ye Imboost herbal mixture police ni na dro no ene me ne wo behwe senti etwa se wo de Imboost herbal mixture eye wadru ene pa e wadru ni mu ene niema papa se obinum Imboost herbal mixture onya medafo se ka Imboost herbal mixture se de wate dada na eye police ni no adru no edro eye police ni o ye memu heya na nyame nam ne so a ode edro ya bedwa so e wodwa so dada ada a che se yeguso a ye no ma eboa ye ma ye ni padua no kwamo no enya ahoden na ene ye hwe ne pa e wo imboost herbal mixture mu police ni na draw imboost herbal mixture wa ye no odi no bna hama enua hini e na odi aye na ahwe adro se de brand ni sitie na unique kra danso na nya brand ne keke content na ewo mu no eno nso ye different eyi ne ho apue na eyi ne ho asinchen aka ebedro kaye bia aka ho eno nti se upia bonten na se wokọ herbal shop licensed chemical shop pharmacy bia mu na wokọ pe ebibidro mapa ebetimi aboa mu atimi ako edi unyare wanyina so nkunimu a menhwe dro bia se imboost herbal mixture police ni no edro no sei enetie mepacha won saka bia kapo ketua bi hyeso ubie so na wo hyeki ni wi akapo ketua na hyeso no obenum 2 anopa ansa na wadidi awiaso wadidi awie obenum 2 enwumra a wokọ akoda no wanum 2 edro yi ra woni padua mu a eba beboa nkwamu a ewo ni padua no mekire immune system no na enya ahoden mapa na atimi aboa woni padua no na dwuma so a nyankopon nyansa ne nipa yomu obo nkwamu de mani padua ne se enima no se adwuma so no enkwamo na atimi edi amani padua no edroi ye de nubrane hahama na aye ne nubrane hahama ne natural spices ide aye no ekra properties bebree ekra phytochemical compounds bebree a eboa ni padua no apomden ma ne timi ekonanim properties ameka ho asemu ebi ne saponis ebi ye tannis afensu ebi ye flavonoids ebi ye carotenoids ena alkaloids ne de keka ho bebre a mintumi ye brani ntimi fa ne nyina entudwa na nam se ebrani sa na dodo akonya ba akofo ntena so nchenti ena me no be ka mienu ho asem ye fa saponis eye property a ewo imboostable mixture mu a obi a wodi police ni na dro imboostable mixture ne be ye na edro no saponis na ewo mu nti fat entimi enya nika ewo ni paduanim me srade enu nti se wutie me ne na se woni paduani mu ayedu emboroso wankasa wonante a obre wonante a ase wote so utumu se ni paduani emu ayedu waye kese emboroso a imboostable mixture na ya kanfo di amawo saponis na ewo mu no sa woto imboost no na wo sheki na won se bibi ba ni bubbles bi ba ni mu se ehoro bi saa no aha eno ena ekọ wo shifat ni nyina efri ni paduani e di amawo eno ewia na wieye afe kohwe aboa na wo sugar a ekoni paduani mu enuane a ye di starchy foods a ye di and end product e sugar anase glucose no ekoboa anormalize sugar level no e di amawo me kire se esichira aboroso wo ni paduani mu no ebetena kofom kra wo di aboroso na wo di aboroso so a control no asiese no di amawo se de be ya emoroso nkofa ohaw ana oye na bi enfamreo afe ewia hwe se cholesterol aboroso wo ni paduamu aya SS no ebete so edi amawo medofo enye no nkwana nso ye brani ti ye nko tannis enso so yi tannis so ye property bia ewo nipa ewo imboost mu a se wura nipa duani mu a ekoye osi akwan ama bacteria virus germs infections a omu wura ni ye nipa duani mu a omu kwasesa yare ahodo de brain no eno na tannis na ewo imboostable mixture mu no ekohwe na aye osi akwan aseti barriers amawo se de be ya wo pia bonten na se wo do nsa so ne ma bi mu ana wudi nuane bi na se kwa kofa ohaw bi ana wo ye ne bi e de abrewa tannis na wo imboost mu no ebe ye osi akwan amasa ne omani nyinam afa tannis ni nti wonum imboostable mixture ye police ni na duro no oni akomayade eni twaka kra chese akomayade entumi emben wo heart attack bia entumi emben wo eboa siesie akoma no mani tumi ye atwuma ye afa so ehwe ema moje wo nipaduani mu no etimi di afusani ye ebi ana wutie me na kakra bia wo na yetitiriti onsa yetitiriti moja ni ntumi ndi afusani ye amo akoma bo periperi ama pressure no kra ekosoro dodo ana ati abafom sese hypertension no abasa ne wo betena enu ti doctor amo waduro se no moduro no nefa control no me pacho imboostable mixture wo betimi anoma ka ho ebesiesie wo ni padua no na control ne di amawo nipa bebre na anom imboostable mixture no pressure no ewo soro pa nanso nei odi adanse se eduro no aboa no afen so ebi ana wutie me na cancer kra na etete wo me ka carotenoids ho asem eno so boa wo na ewo cancer eno ti se wonum imboostable mixture hunu se sa carotenoid na ewo mu nti no ma cancer emba wo nipadua mu enye no nko me dafo a wutie me se ye fa imboost ho bonus sa na se mfa so dia yenya ewo nipadua mu a edoso obi ohoro mo se me didi wi ana me bo ɛhyehyɛ me anaasɛ aduane tɔ me yɛma me ntumi kora imboost herbal mixture ne besiesie di ama wo imboost ne deɛ enka wɔ sɛ abusua bia enya bisi ne fie bra yare achi mpofiri mu so na wo bɛkɔ hospital ana yare achi ho kani anaasɛ wo dɔfo bi na wo pɛsɛ wo de no kɔ hospital no wo deɛ wo imboost ne bia fa na bie so ne di kan ma ne binom ansakra na moduru hospital ho sɛ imboost serve as first aid e de ama wo abusua na de biara da otumu sɛ yare ene moto nkwanta amapai yare ntaa memu imboost herbal mixture boy general body pains free ni padua mu me kyerɛ police ni na do no an obi mu bisa sɛ adai edro no eye painkiller na wonnom a eyi yawo nyina sɛ ye adwumaden na woyɛ sɛ ye fom dwuma e na woyɛ sɛ woyɛ mesini woyɛ driver ni woyɛ gya ho adwuma woyɛ oba a wokɔ market kodi dwa wo honom obeba na honam nyina ya wo ya edro imboost herbal mixture na ebeboa wo na menua ba eboa wa yi yawo no na menstrual pains any menstrual disorders so wo di ne sunkunim eno nti wo baby or menstrual pains or menstrual disorders a ye kanfo police ni na dro imboost herbal mixture no ena di ama no afen so ebeboa asiesie wo maaye mu no se bia infection bi ehinta wo baby candidiasis me kire odepoa ehinta wo baby a ebesiesie nu anase nsuo biara enya anika nanso eba efri wo nipadua ne mu ba ekofo how edebre wo no imboost ne beboa eyi ne nyina afri ho be ma wo hwe me imboost herbal mixture ebeboa ama mensem so akonanim a wo how bia eni akire sa wo to imboost herbal mixture se wo no mo amedofo eye du papa ebeboa wo na o how bia nim sanse yan kasa na edua ye nu bena no ukọ ti regional hahama ne nu bena no ya gi asase yan tam wo ho eni afa akuafo aguso ye ne o makasa se mama fa chemical bia nka asase no ne mpo akọpẹ se eduro no enu nti ye ndro beba ye de be fa mfidie mu a ye be hwehwe mu no na kyese bibia eye kroje na eduro ne be agya so enam se ye papa nti adansie bebre na ewo ho
eduro ne ye papa asa me ko pedwe me 20 nya me menses enye yi
sa
me body ne enye yi
okay
ba mi ko eduro no me kunu so ma me de bia me no no ni ya me sorry me ko pedwe me new system so aye kama me menses so aye kama
ba so amene net no bo so me so na menses na say ba no ma be even 5 days no na be 3 days pe na atwa be ma nye do mbi ko na no so kra no mbi no e ma kwa na we ba be 5 days no mind me say do no mum de no kra ni e de nyame asase nyankopon ayadom na edu ba tanse be pe kro man we mu na e boa fofofo na yenye mu anwodi
nya accident e koda Trafaga almost 3 months me na ebubuye e ma da de shimu enti na pensa na e wo ho a meti no police ni aduru no mo tobre me amenom ye no first one no de na me nti pensa no biem nti second one at times going no amenom police ni aduru na wo me nan no na ma wo se me nan na fe de me hu sa kira bi online no nshota nan mu ye omo me pressure we nshota nan mu enti me no police ni aduru na fe ma wo se nan no asase ye de etwe nti aduru no de eye me manum bi ana se oba bi ya honam ya hono de me de no na esa me yare ma me edi se ka ye camera kwa metime yi ba bi amenya accident no e de a kire tiefo no mo so ahwe no mo de aduru no adanse a kire mansan
adanse atwa agu nyina eye imboost herbal mixture police ni na dro ho adanse enko no wote ho ye dai tutumri kasesi a na ru herbal shop license chemical shop na kope imboost herbal mixture na nom na wonom a afe apomudin abusuakuo imboost no wa beka ho wo beka apomudin abusuakuo no ho a de biara da utimu se woni padua no enya apomudin mapa oni yade tonkwanta mapai ye numbers na gu screen so no frey asem bi a kire wadwen no brane ne ye meka ho asem ana se frey na bisa ye kope imboost tonom na beboa wo atufo beko herbal shops akese a etwa Ghana Heshia enkran okanshi drug lane ebi ewo honom Kumase ene central region Koforidua eastern region munyina northern region bebia imboost no yato apeti.
Okay, so 32 minutes past the hour of 8 a.m. meeting at the Ayomanson for Kojo Preko Dankwah imboost ba ne no mo edi enkomo no ayeba na afia ba bedi enkomo ne ahede ekone de ebenyina na Bonti Benjamin or say the policy is good, but if effective monitoring is not rolled out, it will be difficult to achieve the target results is coming from government. Okay, I'm sure so can issue, you know. And then another favorite friend of mine, Abbas Amogobo from Offenso, or say why invited such a massive crowd for screening. Okay, okay, military for in this technological age. According to be done on district basis to reduce overcrowding at particular location. This is very sad, and it could have been prevented. Okay. That's another way of even doing it. I mean, giving it on the district level, and also because we had more people coming from Kufroidia, Kumasi, all over Accra, and I mean the country. Sorry, I mean coming in to do what they have to do and all that. Kayepko Group Ventures, I mean, country will say, "Wow, person would to quite now here visa. Person will call Amanona Kusian, now Koye Juma, a fake crash and Strashadia." Now only a Kayepko Group Ventures for ND and Komoma Boy Yepa. It's an somo and a bad visa hon sempadia. They are the best and into only omo enkudi and komo na omo enstrema. Quento our person would now quite ye Jumana so di be busian for the omo ebetima boy yepa. Kayepko Group Ventures and one sem and a mekacho. So and I want here affordable Japanese cars. Our person would with flexible payment terms in Inano. Kayepko Group Ventures so be to me abo ma be to me akoye amount. And into no here cars me no kase mpempren idea. Obe to me any omo edin komana so be come office. Omo weye anya market Deeper Life Junction honum ena omo ewo. Friend number C now only a Kayepko Group Ventures for ND and Command 0556 735 422 0556 735 422 and also says 0556 702834 0556 702834. Now one a Kayepko Group Ventures for ND and Komo. My member studio now for Yen Shen Komodi na say is an campaign for Tenase. May train Ora Jeffrey or fee a revenue mobilization Africa. No no sabe Kayan Sabat for now the Ora Kweku Edubwahin. If you are a member national communication team of the NPP and Afeso Ken campaign team or Tenase and Afeso Miaminia Bema Gordon Mahama Ayaba and also Atenase corporate affairs officer and Ewoto and Afeso a government spokesperson. The NDC, the sitting government, or also Ohonum Anna or War. I have a beshen comodiana Sinafino, Yatwa, the economy, dear Benina, before Michan will be able to there. Nice, you're the radiasi. What do you, Edmund Boko there?
Kojo Jumen Boko,
you're the radiasi.
I have swear.
Boko, you go soon crack.
Go with the mesro for just 2 minutes. For just 2 minutes. You know, sometimes, you see, because you wa be mu no say ye banamo grantee interviews na some facts are being distorted and some impressions are being created na ye wa hanoma sometimes I'll beg for just few minutes because I buying a yebu. So if a government spokesperson is sitting here now, some information are being distorted. It be very important. So you bet me, I seek your permission for just few minutes to straighten certain things. So one, Kojo, Gold Board so far has raised about 8 billion, right? Yeah. And 8 billion what? $8 billion. I think dollars. Yes. And now, Prof. Bisa said before you bet me a Haley Gold Board no Bisa and here bind the ayeden Ediamabo and Ameboa.
Yeah.
And Aban has given the less than 500 million.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So obviously per simple mathematics, so subtractive even 200 and something now 500. Crampo fee 8 billion more. Obviously they have made profit. Right? Are you getting me? So I just didn't want an impression to be created. I said, yeah, Aban Amma Gold Board more than what they are purporting or the achievement on purpose of my achieve. And for that matter, we don't need to be hailed.
Oh,
but Gold Board has gotten more than
I think Prof was just asking, a question.
Yes, no problem. So Gold Board has gotten more than
so
the allocation and now what budget him say the as to whether you the amount and I asked whether you releases and I another question we need to even do ask. Two, on the drought issue, I just want Ghanaians to know, say, Meno Kase Asaten Dra, during the official launch of the Nkokon Ketenkete program, President has again directed the Minister of Finance to release 200 million Ghana cedi. Say, Yemfanko Koto surpluses, na farmers for Nekase, in Numaine Buswama Wonyankrofon Yama Omodere, Omontono. Earlier, now a directive for the release of 100 million Ghana cedi. Into together, aban a release 300 million Ghana cedi. Say, aban in fan concoto surpluses na wo farmers no ho. Yes, we can say it is not enough, but in as much as you kasa about the sufficiency of the money, the money, you know, you acknowledge the aban so aye den aye. Na ye nja e ho nto na akwa say dia ekuefo no esu se omo no by say no. Government is not minding them, and government has not gone to their aid. On the last issue too, asemo raise here also on then we come kitenkete or say we have gone past slogan, and he also doesn't understand the project, and obobo NIP National Entrepreneurship Program. Obisa also what ehunka biomana 24-hour economy. The issue is that Andra, Abanya,
clear no. Because then about so you have to, deal with some of these.
No, so I'll take the concrete and get it out. Let me deal with the NIP issue. So NIP, Elanche National Entrepreneurship Program. As I say, Abanya a recruiting youth. Now you training one on various entrepreneurship program. And upon we made by Miami classmates. You recruiting one Sujamai. Or you training what at Timpoku. Admit, say,
yeah, man, in Shas here. 10 minutes here, maybe. What Shas here, maybe. No problem.
No problem.
So just continue.
Or you're part of the program. The question is that, say, your launching program, you recruit to youth. No more go under training now. Should we every day be making noise about it? Is it not only on the day you launch that the whole country will know? After that, a go through training. So the next time I obeti program ni dinu, I am or graduate and after graduation, say yes, a next badge. Then the Ghanaian people will be told that we are picking next badge. But to make a sweeping statement, say, when was the last time I OT NIP National Entrepreneurship Program at Seno? Then he wants us to behave like MP people. For everything they want to make noise about it, but governance goes beyond noise making and slogan. You get the point? So the National Entrepreneurship Program is ongoing, which according to district or what another regional. Obe who say you recruit to mebunu or go through entrepreneurship program. When during their graduation they'll be graduated on the 24-hour economy. Kojo, 24-hour economy. Let's face fact. There are some institutions who have already launched the 24-hour economy program. DVLA is a classical example. Printing press, I'm from simple. Accra Poly area.
Assembly press.
Assembly press. They are running 24-hour. GPHA has also launched a 24-hour economy program. So it is institutional based. In the institutions, put it down the framework, taking it from the national framework, Gusi Tano led. Do you get the point? In the institution, framework, they will launch and come on board on the 24-hour economy. Likewise, the private sector. Private sector, what we said was that you better make incentives available because you can't force a private sector to come on an initiative when he's not ready. But you better make initiatives available. Now, what open? You come and sign onto the program. About private sector, but on the government sector, I bind what a responsibility on them. You know, I have mentioned some of the institutions are almost starting running 24-hour economy. Quite recently, is it Bernard Avle? One of them said, around 11 or 12 p.m. Oko DVLA or Adenta, Emma, he was saved within a short period. Meaning, say, post now. So this is there. So when people are trying not to see what is going on, but they just want to play politics and do mischief about everything. Sometimes I just don't understand it.
Okay.
Now on the Kukon Kitenkiti Andra, Abanya Kwenya Elanche, the Kukon Kitenkiti project Alaji Baomiane MPP4, Epupu ye, making mockery of it. Andra, lo and behold, Abroa Eyi Puma Wokwemu. and aban no akako launch. This is the project. Aban say you establish 270 farmer service centers across the whole country. 270 farmer centers where farmer be out here interested in the nkukon. When you go there, you have access to this day-old chicks and also engage in poultry farming. 2, you better expand veterinary services because veterinary, let me say, unkonform akojin titie efa emoa ho anameboa. Ombe hu sa aboa yare a say ni say na ye de behwe no because ya expand na nkukọ no emoa doctors. Na say nkukọ no ho dodo won a ye nya nkrofo mo mboa ma omo ensa nyina bebi eso mo ye de omo gina at the end nkukọ ye be distribute no one will not even get half to even sell and for that matter will not be able to achieve the purpose. Nti ye be expand veterinary services across the whole country. Abandon to obema affordable credit and loan interest for people through ADB. Ye bema loans are ni interest ni ye den eye kitu ebi. Said ya obi bia or pay loan at the expansion and all the be go into poultry farming bia no wait me enya credit to be able to go in because and once a sika a barrier. You get the point. 3, abandon to obey what we call the Ghana incentive based risk sharing system for agriculture lending. And also a way to also help in managing the risks associated with poultry farming. Because the risks are high. You will be ha. Ube tomato nkuko to say 1,000. Ube riempo na about 700 ewu na waboka. Nti aban at the measures ni na agua kwen mu say dia dodo a ye de beko no at least we'll be able to get about 80 or 90% coming back onto the market so that we'll be able to achieve that purpose. This initiative, Kojo, is a strategy to make the nation self-sufficient in poultry production. Weighing some of the benefits for food security, self-reliance. It will also create jobs and also reduce import of frozen foods or frozen chicken and subsidize food feeds as well. These are the benefits. Say the Aziga Sky, you know, project no you're launching and drape. So why would somebody be asking of its benefit? Let's give the government the benefit of the doubt.
But why?
At a certain reasonable.
Is it wrong for somebody to ask for the benefit of a project, or we should wait for it to start?
No, ask for the benefit. The other catcher will be asked, especially a whole professor. Catcher will say, "Onim the benefit or the purpose of Nkukon Ketenketia." Then he's being mischievous because being him said you crack frozen food and chicken edible and the impact on our forex. Because onima he's being mischievous. But Kojo, let me end with this.
Yes, end this.
The reason why our project were very important, and it says sometimes you can't now you ja the real importance. Kojo, let me know can say me research be on the amount and the tons of akukon namo aye krafia manone eba Ghana year on year. Ebetire will say we spend a lot, and that is why sometimes yen sidinu elusu the strength it needed to get. 2017 alone, Ghana cra 135,000 metric tons of frozen chicken. 2018, you cracked 200,000 metric tons of frozen chicken. 2011, you cracked 115,000, which amount to $169 million. 2011, you cracked 115 metric tons, which amount to $169 million of. And namunkwa ya crowd by 2021 ya crowd 2.8 million metric tons, 2.8 million. 2022 ya crowd 3.4 million, which amount to $600 million of sika ya kukrudi kwa crowd frozen chicken.
Okay.
So this should tell you that Sabine Timi saw initiative nim ye Now binding to me yet great supervision. Now you put all these measures in place. These are the impact because you may just say yes, say over $600 million to import frozen chicken.
Okay.
Year on year.
Okay.
It doesn't help.
Okay.
Because we have what it takes to make sure say about poultry and I say chicken. Ghana should be self-sufficient. So this is the rationale behind the Nkuko and Kitinkiti project.
Okay. All right.
Almost, I see, you distributed 3 million. I think 3 million day-old chicks across the whole district and constituency across this country.
Okay.
Poultry farmers in Kwana Ebenya,
okay.
domestic homes, individuals
okay.
We are interested to engage in poultry farming. You know, when you go to those farmer service centers within the 270 farmer service centers, you get your fair share of that. But don't say maybe catch it or say, after markings or pay on pay. The Chief Justice will be vetted. Remember I told you. We don't use emotions in Parliament. Parliament is about law. It's not about emotions.
Matthias, 49 minutes past the hour over here, 8 a.m. I will Kessben 92 point. I mean, quite a quick do one who none of us to take key on also 10 minutes. I will on the budget and then your expectations and I mean the interviews that we've had so far concerning the budget.
Good. A very good morning to wahwɛfoɔ ne otiefo na memfasa kwan yi so ankyia Honorable Kennedy ɔhene Japan anɔpɛ so wahyɛ aprɔbɔ no ase ɛwɔ Eastern region ɛnra na ɛwɔ nsɔmɔmado agyiri na yɛbɔwura a wɔtumi sɛ the euphoria ɛne sɛdeɛ MPP delegates puba no wɔtumi sɛ Nyame ya adumwa inshallah on the 31st of January you bring a new leader for the new patriotic party in the person of Honorable Kennedy Kojo Preko Japan. Me chair me constituency for ya amasaman for so me campaign team for me penny for time me Honorable Love Yate ne Setedueje George Mina me chairman no pay. Back to the main topics now. The budget and its attendant issues. And they no crane say any baby ni free Minister of Finance ho. Near media Mr. Free no hono. Normal back community and be ye share and the ACN Ray. The stampede, a course we the air.
It's part of the topics.
But let's finish with the budget.
I'm intertwining it. Intertwined. What I would like about yes. No cranon say any pie could go and more free could go. We share military no more data or more releasing and I just say even applicants in going about 60,000. 60,000. And 60,000, about 50% of the 60,000, and they are qualified to come into this screening and all that. Now we share, even if we were doing this within the regional centers, and about 30,000, who are some near can you, and yet easy. What I say, and we share nipa we nina noa, juma no mo kopeo. Nipa bebrebe nyina adwuma no nkwakope se hwenye ya se wawofo ahwewo akọ university from DSS SS to the university no we na what aso to mo so no mo na twa ya no modi ene ade ba ko me expect se ebeye Godwin akam bebre but there is a nkonkete project ya ebeye. And he mentioned a creative job opportunities and then all that. Many a measure say, and I say, I see ma bruno, our Morgana. And see if the government is going to create that opportunity, a private sector, net me bemu, I recruit a lot of people after Nipe Juma. and kebabwai. The problem we have bedeviled with Ghana Hane say a lot of the times, instead say the private sector will be the engine of growth. One of the big Abino seems to be the biggest employer, employing almost everybody. In the Abai Juma and will be any dash say the could be aye. Nano abuame. But media may say the government should create an enabling environment. I bet my businesses should thrive. No more dear recruiting the teaming youth out there. Because universities now churning out almost about 20,000 young men every year at university. Now Obebano, Afrina, on the job market national saturated. And then you money in us will be Shabukra down. And one influence on them. And he said, me baby or wha a buying a bit in me I have a ball my Ghana. Creating job avenues and creating the enabling environment for businesses to thrive. And would be to me recruited more of the youth now AP free universities back into their jobs. And he may say minister at the incentives baba. I remember the business community companies everything say we are a little relieved in the absorb a chunk of the young ones now ever out. That is one of the few things I'm looking at. 2, government had a flagship where during your campaign you spoke so much about it. 24-hour economy.
Sure.
And one of the reasons why the NDC won the last election is this your campaign. I'm being blunt with you.
Yeah, sure.
24-hour.
But
And made a lot of the young ones Obi Pejumayo.
Sure.
Troop to go and vote for NDC.
Sure.
But we've had little of it. I know, sir, and then me expect to say, Minister Baba can be actually about it.
Sure.
Now you who say, Tam Bena must set in implementation stages now must set in. When are we expecting, say, what the rolling the program out? Now a mebunye to my. If we say one, a mebunu be brebe because say no more say 24-hour economy idea muke. Ejuma say must say ejuma ba ko nipa miensa na benyaye ananya sa no muka no anya sa na god mo chechire mu no ejuma ba ko bi nipa miensa betimi
say we English me no ko school to tiase
yeah
so but shift system
yes maybe asem na me busa.
But when we say shift system, how do you understand it? Where a tried knowledge between you and I.
Guys,
don't push me.
It's a ba could be anyone betimi aya ebe mabunu nyina tu aba say oba bedu achi enti wo bebo achi dom no say say ebredu say aka 3 years so
yeah
enti say mo kire yen time am rolling it out na emabunu so abenya say adwuma ni bi aye. And then I have spoken about the public and the private sector involvement.
Yeah.
I say you criticize enabling environment. Yetiminya companies to come on board, and then we I do also America the income and an expenditure we know so. We need a lot of infrastructure going up there. And normally be okay. You move say yasha say that ya boa wa ha me kwan no still pokwaso kwan no contractor na say we gina one side baby a say ni mumu kra onko ho what I say
e kwan
wa ho enti ne yese ye no na physical discipline eso ya de ehu hia pa no echi mini agodrent na ha no bo aban dada na echi ena we mo disika na we mo afase na we mo afase ye so going forward, no, how disciplined are things going to look like?
Okay.
And you can't inflation, I see inflation above.
Yeah.
Yeah, kasa, you say our books look good. Our forex reserves, ne no money na baby look good. but nina look good no ye hwese e no ma bo so e be drop e no ma bo e se esote oh Gordon, and no man born and tears at the wide when you was at him.
Yeah, the first mammy.
What I say, and no man, I say a born a buffum. He say, and
no, truly, you're right. I mean, Senya got the no. I think you're baby, you know, Kaya. You cautioned the ordinary Ghanaian, the market woman, the shops, and they say they should do the needful to do what they have to do. Because seriously, it is not. Yes. I mean, ubisa dear, it is still have ubisa dear balcon in Nene 2 cities, so called say 25 cedis. Yeah. I mean, you're still buying oil and all those things at a high price. I don't know why it is happening.
My point is that even though we are now on this table agree, you know, I'm saying that your money being swa a swati.
Sure.
That one money being swa a swati. You get the point. Anyway, being swa a stabilize. Anyway, being swa a high. You get the point. But say you holistically.
No, but the alcohol high, they didn't hear holistically and say the alcohol high.
They are the common
ones. I love that. It is the ordinary Ghanaian looking for.
I guess, but we never say iron rods, which used to be sold about 9,000.
Yes.
And then you are selling it 6,000. You see, the advantage also is that it has forced maybe me, the young one, who would have spent 9,000 to go and buy iron rod if I want to build. I'll be relieved of about 3,000.
No, we agree.
You get my point?
We agree.
I'm saying that let us also not create. That's why when I come and sit
iron
here,
rods are still
make a good one.
6,000, 7,000.
No, baby, a 6,500, maybe a 7. I agree. No, the market you don't get it the same. But the bottom line is that abafem.
Okay. All right.
Generally abafem.
But what the mans want to appreciate
is the common ones. And even the common ones are the ones that we even produce in this country.
Exactly.
And then they say, on say, okay, iron rods as them. Iron rods in Nipa Henny Sidai. Ebia menu de ECB. And ye can price, measure price last week. Mekoto iron rods and metal. What I say. But then there, I say, Santias, and say, to the ordinary Ghanaian out there on the streets, bread and butter issue. Doctor, man, may I make what to know? Kenke na me kwakoto no ene nchina no eno no wasem na the ordinary Ghanaian e kan wasem and also the price no and that's relatively let's appreciate it say you can and normal bit say fuel price no no ma enyina aba for my stable kakra enti eno no e say nka and also telling on the pricing out there.
That's where we have to now go to our market women and men, because Kojo, see, the day anytime there is fuel increase, within a short time, you will see a possible increment in transportation. And immediately you see a possible increment in transportation. Not a bowl of in this case, fuel ever down. Transportation, since we came, has not gone up. Rather, it has come down. You get the point? Yet, so I think together we have to try and come together. Not devoid of politics and speak truth to our market women. Yes. Because they are not helping the system.
So make tax force.
They are not helping the system. That is why I told me before. Then I go back to the Rollins days. But sometimes you keep quiet because we have transitioned. Because
and this same people will one day come who will go to them and then never wear them.
Yes.
8 years ago, see never wear them. You come back the next 4 years or see never wear them. Then you go back again or see never wear them. It's very interesting.
Man exchange rate na ejina 11 and 12 no man nkosoro. Farmers who don't even import who don't even import will increase the price of their fine produce. And when you ask them, they will tell you, say, exchange
dollar no
kosoro.
We FJK Industries and Investment Limited for her. Say men country a year more product your friend Nataraj pencils and pens and I feel so mat set no ewo gana memo ha no omo bom kokko se amanfo atwabia gumupa counterfeit no abemu yi pa ye Nataraj pencils and pens no and I feel so mat set no amanfo atwabia gumupa and omo distribute no seriously ewo market in pacho or say momo mani enda ho na enye omode ni bia omode ni de uhu a obehu so original na cho ho Nataraj 621 fine ballpoint pens ya cho ho that is the original Nataraj and intino uhu adibia na ensem fata me pa cho men to be na fe so mo a motete marketer magigi these fake products counterfeit products na motonton ni nyina no omoto nkrofo agumu a security fo na emu ye chiw sa wo ton bi wo ye distributor a retailer na wo dealing in counterfeit product ye chiwa aban emfa wo ho encha wo kra so JK Industries and Investment Limited say me kan cho say so wo hia ncheche mu pa na so wo hia omo pa no mo ne omo di nkomo pa de omo North Industrial Area opposite Christ Embassy Church no honom na omo wo from ewo 053 102 6081 053 102 6081 and after so 050 322-0308 050-322-0308 na oni omo endi enkomo na ombabo ye pa yenko na me ne medimafo endi enkomo na hospital there o pebia kwa na wasa ho yare a medimafo na oni omo ebebo medimafo na obeko na bibia etumi akoye pa bibia bokodo nua
yami adom o na che ye na mo so e
ye ready adom kakrakra eguso ankasa
ye da nyame ase
yenko
Beda say mamenchia wahefo ene wetiefo ena no pay na ye baya e medimafo heba hospital Dr. Time da so ne dado ene ne wo kasai na nke hu hia se nke bere ne ya bere nyina ye beba TV ni radio so ne waba bedi nkomo barsa de tie ne se trasem kra kan se wase yenko ewiase afana nyina ne yenka sempa ne nkyere won mo mbagye adiri ye wo asu ewo ejari obane dimu enu ntino se kobane se ayarasa apie wo medimafo heba hospital ni ama radio ni TV so anka ama obi oyare obi ane mpom dodo no antibia afebe se be yesterday no obebusa se na medimafo bi bai na me de mantia ankonya ayarasa no me pa chawo medimafo heba hospital Dr. Time da so ne da no ye Kumase ebuakwa atwoma ago school junction na Accra poko ase mayra enu ntino mayrafo nyina nyanyira hefo na wo free ba say Central region Eastern region Volta na Greater Accra say obefa ka be si poko ase na wafa mayra ka na de waba wo Kumase ana oben Kumase o Northern region West North mo amowo enchi se wam de bi so akate so o jema omaipe baby a wo bia elibo ene ne mpatamo o ko Ivory Coast border no so a ho nyina no ye ba Kumase na eyabuakwa atwoma ago school junction na yeba ne yetie ne se oyaresafo nyame a o soro na nani munyam hyere wasase nyina so no wono ene nam no so sanyare wa hodo medimafo ba hospital ade ba ko no se wo ba medimafo ba hospital a ye mfiti Kojo Preko Emma wadiro sa oba wo se wuti da pai wo ana onfe osisi ni amu adiro mpacho ye hwehwemu esanse wo se nimdi a meman ni enti so man nya nimdi a oman ne betimi akoso eno ntie sanse akane no na bibidiro mo no na ye nheda mfa scientifically na ye nheda nya hwehwemu ni ade wo mo nti no ena bire bi wo ha obisi o mekonom hypertension adiro enam so nti no se krampo de me kidney se ye se ayese mpacho se no en haban bi wo wura mu a ye nkan haban bi wo ha ye nkan mom enu ntino say ye ma hypertension drum pacho medimafo ba hospital nya hypertension fabra eniro haban ya beka bom dia ma no ya haban a ebe treat you na nkofo how bi a emfa ma enipadua no so medimafo ba hospital ebi akwa test ka kiro say kidney asai na mpampini a meka say nim dia no abanti brode a yetwa enyini ne yetwa ne yedie no ni hina ewo ase no aduro kese pa edema obi a se ne kidney aseye afa krampon so no brode ya nkasa no se etwa so a ne kuntun sine no na ade fita bi hyem sa ade fita no yetumu tokro na ye jaimen so be giram ne akekere edi some days ampacho aduro kese pa de many pedia no brode ho efiri ne tiri so kosi ne nice ne nyina aduro brode kra se ehwane na hane ya na ye wo na duaba bi etaeto sa duaba no ewroba pa che na obode nkitinkiti bi hyehyemu a eno no antumi anyini ya aduro kese pa bara wonni ma de kode ade ye na se ye kire se kofa nyanya se bia wo infections ahodo na meka kire se kofa nyanya haban na afa wo posana dia friends afo onoma treat wo infections ahodo no dia mawa bia obi benom ebe adwuma ma no bara obi nso bara manya adwuma ma na die ntia esan se nipa na awokote nyanya na nyanya haban na awokote no hu se nyanya no de se pepepe yare bi anim na awoteye na haban no koe na tesen na awoteye ni nyina factor wose e consider ansa na yetimi ate aduro empem bebere na meka sen haban do na abon se yate de na mankran no ofa o ha munchichemu wo ha about say 95% temperature o de koye adura anya adwuma ade ntino say ahaban tumi wom enu ntino ebra ben ni nipa na kokote ahaban no o de ba igwaban so oba beton semino ka say oba uko obi fia no papa akokoto nipa no most likely say oba akokoto ni makoma na nkoto nipa no bara ukwa awie a about say 90% no onto omo ofie enu nti haban no tumi e won haban no no ewie pia won nso pia bonten ekwaye omo no yomanti obekọ no obete haban no ba tumi e won ma osesa oyare no na afri haban no na enimo biem enu nti na me say oba medima for ba hospital sa ne oma we nyina Dr. Tamda so are taking into consideration and afi wama yakoteten haban no buna no e wono kwan so wose ye no de aba na obi o so wanya fat liver ya kan kire wo na unhuru kwan abafa so obesa ho yare bra medima for ba hospital ne yemo awo afi krampon so no ekoba ne say obi se wanya sciatica obi ho enkenkane omo amodo patra no eka patra omo amodo tomatoes afi cabbage saafo no omo ta kotopa omo kuntuno no omo ye adwuma enti obi bedo tomatoes cabbage no be say 5 to 10 years no obe ko hono no onante ontimi ntine ne mu no akwa ne musa pacho bra medima fo ba hospital ye wa aduro fesa wache a obetene na sa aduro we na mede bi mo obi a na o kan wasem se na sa mo nwuro se ho pacho so sisi mu na awe wo sa honam dua na aya wo ya wache a obetene ba de mfiti preko pem fama oba medima fo pacho be hwehwemo se enam den so na honam no sa di ade pa na ekoso woni padua no ansa na ye de aduro e de account e o medima fo ba hospital onyame se na aduro every Samaria enkan so nkabo esan yarwa ahodo nyina ama doctor fo agi ase ento ase adi but me kan kire say nya osikenti na Dr. Tamda so bae na mum sade ebe ya woni padua no obetimi nya pomodi nti na wose bra na onfa bra mfanto so o mma medima fo ma doctor kan kire say for 2000 Ghana cedis to ansa na mahwew on kan kire say for 1000 to pay kin say say oji aduro nyame dia ma ne di enti wo ba na ka kire say doctor me ba nyina me sike kuta 300 cedis 200 cedis a doctor be je no am aduro say na otwemi enu kona ko yusu aduro inhran ka nyame obo soro no ba so say na otwemi enu a won san so mera no na won tewo dada ma biem pa chom oba bi ja ne yiri bi sansa oba na deform ne form a ohu ye no de ware oba no yare enti ni nyina asa enti oso o ja na bra medima fo oba bi nso ja be ma bi sansa o say be ma no e TikTok eno hu no no ware no ba se yare enti mbacha wagija oja no wakobra medima fo ba hospital obi si mi ni obi o de meba de o yen so benya taxi driver no de beto taxi mde baba medima fo ba hospital mbacha no wano no ne aka nyina be hwe ne asort out oba hu ni atenkan tra ma kwada bi mmemege ukuru mfa mmoso e wo bra medima fo ba hospital wo be ma me say ebronya oba bi ajeje wajeje dia ebronya oso ba besra mpacho menkogu hu ani ma se esansa be ma de okoye adwuma 5 minutes okoye 10 minutes okoye 15 minutes okoye 20 minutes kra me cappuccino me no problem edi enti na me kana san haban na bibiduro ho ye obi ya friends atwetan ye okran ko tie ye ono ma hodo bebre ye sanso wa gova haban wo ho a ye de ye aduro ama be ma otimi gina mrane esansa sese no emema do na fatty food ahodo ya na fast food aye die no sa neoma ahodo ekoni padua no nti ama oba ma so ote oba bi be ware be ma bi na be ma no ebo no homaden won paso pa ba within 3 to 5 years na be ma na hoden ba fom spices ahodo no enhwemu adan na di say ene se krama yensa krama yenyina ba jo biem ya the spices ahodo gu nso mo no for 5-7 days pempacho no no ontimi mfro oba biem and to say this spices food now. I was over near more do a cleaning system. No, now bear man to me. Juma, yes, I want to know Mississippi. And more jana they call bear man, my bear man, and Timmy Jonas on the boy Juma. Bear man was all Timmy Pim. O Pima no Bana catcher said, Amiura. Oba was a Obana fraud, daddy. Now to me, yes, I Juma, Abramidima for me bacho. Asema me catcher on the say. Midima for yes, yeah, back, yeah, no Kakobe, so cratchy what you walk Casapao. But all Bania more don't be an abo say. O soon to me in fact capsules are your powdered one. Obet me at Afra and I no yes aphrodisia, but it's yes you. Now I am Juma. What to me a Juma. And Medima for a hospital. Maybe when your infections are hold a fabra, Yababo. Your Shemuria and Sanya Bobio. That's a better way. Medisi Barobio see. My taxes are hold infections in me when they buy it. Why a DVR? Why a gonorrhea? Why a syphilis? Why a candidiasis? Nina, you won't patcho. Conyanyo, unique culture. Yeah, culture now. Say unique culture. No, the attempt say between 1 to 4 days. No, near study Johnson. No, nafe a bacteria be a woman be an a bed daddy was sabber. No, nafe a more draw among who to me at all. It's on say what to nurture. Why your Texas? How do I do sika? But you want the Kodia how? Bra near more. I was a quite so. Yamia Duma 26th of this month. Doctor caught Tamale now for 3 days. Between 26th to 29th, you know, 3 days, and a doctor could do a tamale. And tomorrow, moon to me, Banano, Pato a Zar Plaza, and a doctor by Zar Plaza, or tamale. The numbers are 0244 77 4282, 0244 77 4282. A phase 0500 727215. 0500 727215. Medima for a hospital, and Dr. Upukwas or Chanso or Betanase, no way, Juma. That's a better as a papa.
Yes, yeah, that's a power Medima for hospital in your way, Dean Common. So, good morning, Mr. Host. My name is Richard from Kaswa. All your panelists spoke well, but there's a question I want to ask, and that is why do we always have to ask before something will be done for us? All our resources are in the hands of these 275 members of parliament and president. Are they using it to cater for us or to enrich themselves? We are suffering, oh, Mr. Host. Thank you. Thank you, too. And then somebody also comes in and says that Nkokon Ketenkete program must be compulsory to all national service people so that it will create jobs after national service. Or not only there or they buy and no. And then this one says, okay, that's the next topic that we're getting on the Ewak issue. I say the unfortunate incident at the Ewak Stadium on Wednesday, which led to 6 deaths and a number of injuries and hospitalization during the Ghana Armed Forces recruitment exercise, has raised concerns. To ensure a safer recruitment process, I propose the following measures. 1, separate designated areas. For instance, he says that the Ghana Armed Forces must create separate areas for applicants based on the branch of the armed forces, that is Army, Navy, and then Air Force, gender, male, female, and then region to prevent overcrowding to ensure specific needs are met. And then he's also talking about multi-day shuttling. So that is what he said. That one must be allocated multiple days for different groups to spread out the crowd and reduce congestion. And then he's talking about crowd control management, and then he's talking about health safety protocols, and then he's talking about health medical personnel, and then emergency response plan. These are fantastic ones. Josiah B. Nate and Ede Ebaye. I'm right now for Indian Komo Emfa ASR issues because indeed it has been one of the problems. Yakumwa Yenkomuda. But it's interesting, Godwin, that this year has been something else for us in terms of Wednesdays. Is it not 6 and a helicopter no? And then six again, right? And this one was yesterday.
No, this one yesterday.
Okay, this one is yesterday. Eight rather. Yes.
That one happened on the 6th of August.
6 and 8 and Wednesday. Good. I'm talking about the Wednesdays. Yeah, it's the Wednesdays that is the matter. But share this recruitment thing. What do you think will be the right way for us to do it henceforth? I mean, MSCI will have to find solutions to them.
I'll make a comment on the budget. You know, my initial comment was on the Nkokon Ketenkete project. But you see, once a medical culture will say the 24-hour economy, and Minu Abema, you raised it, so I want you to just pay attention to it.
The quick one,
yes, you see, the 24-hour economy, the framework has been done, handed over to the government. and a masan catch there was say there are some institutions that are more rolling out the 24-hour economy in their institutions. I can mention DVLA. DVLA Adenta is a classical example. Kojo, I'm going to issue another statement that said next year, 2026, all the original offices are going to run 24-hour economy.
Okay.
Which I have the release here. I can read for you.
All right.
Mino Kasanso, the Assembly Press, as I earlier said, are also running 24-hour economy. Kojo, Ghana Port and Harbours Authority equally doing so.
Okay.
Passport Office also running 24-hour economy, which was announced by the sector minister, Honorable Kojo Ablakwa. Kojo, another institution running 24-hour economy, and the TDC, Tema Development Company, and a corporation, they are also running 24-hour economy. Menoka say, Agricultural Development Bank has also launched a 24-hour economy service at Tema Port. Go on. So there were some institutions they have already started the initiative. You get the point. It is as and when institutions feel say on assessment base, be more running 24-hour economy, then they come on board. So the system is there. Institutions day in, day out are jumping onto it. Maakye say Aban will control on public institutions, but doesn't have control on private institutions. Okay. The private institutions say on the initiatives no better on board. So when you assess and you think it is convincing, you come on board, registered, and you get those benefits. Then you also start running 24-hour economy.
Okay.
On the budget, at 2 force in a minimum, on tune to suo engu fem and sang emfa. I don't think I may kasa because the credibility is very important to him. Mekasa, the ambassador Mechirano is on the COVID thing. I know in the last budget, na ye expect so be COVID levy na ye if you anameboa, which he told us say, we share the VAT system you're running now. As I say, you engage IMF because the COVID is on the VAT. I hope you are aware. I say you engage IMF on it because we even have a distorted VAT system as a country. And I think apart from Ghana, I'm yet to see any country you're running this VAT system. Into assurance says so meet IMF in the next budget, we'll make sure say all these things will be looked out for. But I'm rest assured say at this time, may assure say things has been put in place. I don't foresee COVID finding itself in 2026 because I'm rest assured on that. The budget from where I sit, make me assure Ghana phone now say Obia Benya the fare of the national cake in the budget that will be read today. Aban Papa Aba, John Dramani Mahama Aban, Ewo Nepa, Adwenepa, Ewo Oman Ghana. And nunti na wapa or Dr. Atoforsi. And so far, the first budget has indicated that Aban no Adwenepa a good initiative for this country because we are really reaping from the good vote that we gave the people of Ghana, which today we are all enjoying. On the recruit, Kojo is rather unfortunate, sad, and it was unexpected. Said this incident will happen. I'm saying so because when you're the first timer, you go through recruitment into the armed forces. This is not the first time. So I was shocked when this thing happened. The question is that previously, measures were taking place, Amayan recorded this incident. Is it that they didn't apply the same initiative or what? Because you say me ko pe bibia bedi ene me be den enenam akola kuma youth efrifie ekopa adwuma just for the parent to hear say wahwere neba. It's just unfortunate. May you sumo platform way so they are extending my condolences to the family for such a sad news and unexpected circumstance befalling them Endra simply because a citizen of Ghana, which is Omuma Ekope, a legitimate work to do, and just for them to face their untimely death is something we should never pray for. Very sad. Kojo, I also support Wonga or more air catcher armed forces say we must advance in our recruitment processes. Mate say because in this technological world, why should we have to bring people all together and do some of this thing? Because when him say this one, they were doing the physical examination and other stuffs. And physical examination, you can't do it online. You get the point. You can't do it online. And a filling of the forms, getting your details, which indeed were done online. Or when do the next stage to do physical examination. Because you will be medically or you're fit, but physically on your fit. And also that is why this routine measures or system must be put in place. But the SCA when say, Kojo, to box thousands of people at one center, it's not the best. Even Accra here, we could have a section at Elwak, another section at airport, another section at Blaster Square. So we can, we can decentralize them. Even though I know, say, it has been decentralized to the respective 16 regions. The decentralization is not enough. We should further decentralize it to the district level. Now, see, a district and doors one. A district can have more than one sentence.
Yeah.
You get the point? So let us further decentralize it. So that this unwarranted death should never befall this country again. It is unaccepted. I condemn it. Should we have any investigation, I will point it out to any human actions, those people must be sanctioned because it is unacceptable. Because when so say, on mine, we are sitting on a time bomb when it comes to youth unemployment. I won't lie to you. Because videos no the eagerness and on a normal day the walls of Elwa Kojo some of those we saw them climbing wouldn't have been able to climb. But because of employment and because what said, he needed to defile all odds and climb that wall, which is unacceptable. Actually, say the youth unemployment rate as a minor. Because if you don't take care and the day it will explode, we will lose the peace and stability that we enjoy. Even though make a buy we promise the youth of this country jobs.
Yes, we need
and that is not the first time. Almost every government had promised the youth jobs. I even remember under, I think prior to 2016, MPP promised to give them a well-paying job. They even said, forms for recruitment will be free, which was said by former information minister Kojo Preko, that they will sell forms. No, Samuel Huku rather. Say forms to the security services will be free. I'm saying this to say, time to time, you're promising you to know well-paid job. But it is like we have not been able to achieve that promises. And that is why some of these things are happening. I will beg my government, the NDC government, if there is anything we can do, to make sure we leave a good mark, is to point our eyes on the unemployment rate and make sure that at least Ghana Mebunu will have a decent and a well-paying job because they deserve it.
Kwaku, I mean to you on this recruitment.
Having been somebody Magro military for Akachene security services, and no one be sincere. I am myself. I am yapa. Say recruitment aye na mebunu maku insia ewu efrim omunyina so ye ma na nipa 5 enum epra a meno ka say omuda intensive care unit at the 37 military hospital. Emu 12 so out of intensity kakra. Na enyankra hankwa ni CEO.
Yeah.
Kumasi so nipa 5
stadium.
Ene CEO. Na wo ka we na wo hu say one NMD can boss the employment rate in NT and I'm Mabunui will be a 2 million say or compared maybe. Enipa 60,000 apply. A 30,000 now go to the next stage. Cecilia so nipa do
I'm going to even picking only
4,000. Nipa mo fa nyina all na me ba no 4,000 year for out of 30,000 year for nipa 4,000. What I say 4,000 you cry year for protocol so be room.
Okay, yeah, that one there is a master.
Oh, protocol so be room. Me mo bi chem so.
Sure.
What I say and na we mu nyina no said na me ne Godwin be ya adwen. Said e na no bi ne ye no. Mama yen go back to those practice. And cry ha. Ebi wo airwork in batches. Ebi so etimi call Accra Sports Stadium. Maybe etimi ba a friend is saying even Black Star Square and I say even a school where Accra Technical University. Ebi you mutimi a share bi no mo ho. Enti one the screening centers no edoso a. We no baby I do no because physical examination no and you won't mean case go for computer some
yeah
but a screening centers na edoso na ya cheche mu even on the regional basis na no we should have different venues what I say enti ne sa no a ebema edom na ekwa bodom pem one side no e man sa na ye other venues because me gidi say over military mu a one more betimi aye say adwuma ye aye body screening ne ho no mo doso so mo no so a mo training bi nka ho na mo ma yenya different centers fi say saadi ban yi enye say ebisan to atronche mi san to Ghana bi o fi say mabunu a me kwa akopa adwuma na me dia ba be serve o man Ghana number 1 number 2 say mesumenya bibi kakra e dia behwehwie sa wofo ahwe me efiri mmofra se aba beduru ba bi a meduru yi meso manu mabanya kakra na abusua hu se meso ma meye a non-entity and I say useless child name no ma bobra and I say my force say menye adwuma na ma yebi e de aboa no na ekina de betu mini a eya na eya asefam pi ye besre
okay
ye besre aban no muslim be create jobs Godwin mun create jobs jobs creation there enya political party asem ye aban bia ba o shebo bose no aye bi share ye ni ya she atwam enuntina ya to
ye yo mu fi ho no
ama ho
eto so be maye
adwuma no na emagu nya bi nya
be maye adwuma no
Bakojo Endra just a short one. I overheard the minority having a press conference on this issue. Yes, I agree with all their thoughts, but you see sometimes let's be careful. I asked Endra maybe so a big question. When was the last time say I hear security recruitment publication in the dailies, which is what is supposed to be through the 8 years of the MPP? Did you see any? Go and check. I'm saying that's why I asked the question. Go and check. Maybe you may have one or two that happened, but even if you remember, minority kept raising questions. Say it is like all the recruitment were in secrecy. Training, and that is why I think some of these things we couldn't hear and we couldn't see them happening. It's just unfortunate, say NDC government that wants to be very transparent to the youth and people of Ghana, for which they have to advertise in the dailies, allow everybody, the rich man's sons, the poor man's sons, to participate in it. Rather, young mom nasa way. It's just rather unfortunate. But the NPP doesn't have any locus because we are being transparent to the people of Ghana.
Meba na afia ba bedin komo afa justice Bafo Boni and issues yes Meba back so we can clear that particular matter because me na me boss here God in who 33 or 33 na say and one eba bedin hu komo no ben check but any mask on wie na afia yembrand no se mask on bia boko there
nyame adom boko na nso
erade adom kakra yenkoi
yo me da same abusian for yan samfa enchia sonkon emfree imaskon estate Ghana limited asye na baby biada wo hwe wa fidi kese so ene baby biada wutie ye no ye na wase ne ensan ye emu aba so se ebra no eba mo nkyɛn na ye no mbedi nkomo no ye asopa na mutie yen na mutu anamopa nso ewo ye nsase papa imas konfo ye ton na ye di amam na busuam ye balance ye chia mu wi a ye bompa ye se otwedi ampon kwa mempa mom se omam nkwatenten na afi wonto mo nsem mo skamra mo nsem nim se skaba mo nsem a ade ba kwa modwene ho ya eye mo dadwene kese pa ne se mu benya nsase pa to asase pa betumi esi dan esi so na abusua atena mu asase pa betumi aye agapade wo so ana empono wo bejade ato de agya enchirima na so benya asase pa no atode a na eye company ba ko pe ana wo so wo hwe akira kwan Imascon Estate Ghana Limited Imascon Estate Ghana Limited the entire maker say Imascon for yene ana ye ton asase papa ene say so many years near over 30 years ana enkramantam ya ton asase edi ama ye customers a ye nya asem biada e wo kire dani danya ye customers adanse nkwa no mu di ede fa ye ho afa mu promote mu boy abaso e wo adwuma pa ye bo ni nyina ne ene say ye di nyamesuro ene no kwaredie ana eton ye nsase ansa na ye nsase na beka ye nsa ni abo kire aton edi ama ye customers no na mo hemfo ene abusuafo woni ansase eyo amudi amudamu edi ama ye no ye di kan no mo tenasem edi enkomo ye nhye anamontuo biada ya ewo se yetu ansa na yenso yensa kan ya bo akira tom edi am ye customers no yetu sa na mo ni nyina da enu ntina me si over 30 years nie Imascon Estate Ghana Limited ya ton sase won kramantam mu edi am ye customers a yenya wo ha biada ewo akire abusia yensa se a ye bon dawro no wo dia bra Kessben TV eso wo ba be won ensas ne esitiem ye de ni nyina pictures any videos e de go hono mu e bra ye de amanfo ko asase ne so na wo mu ekwa akohwe any bra ye kwa akoti ebinum die e de ama wo mu e bra mo tuo mu sika awie no ni nyina ye sum e de aba be go Kessben TV so enu nti bra saying is believing yes wo do ani wei ehu a no agye di no nso atuma di hu adansem abusia ye nsase no we said ye esitie na enya nsase a edida nsuom enya nsase a edida atechom enya nsase a egubi pa ya ase ana enya nsase a egubi pa tifini wakase ebia ensuo to a ebeyira fawo ana edi ateche beba ofie ebia bepia ewira begu ofie wonom dabi anempo ebia enframa jampantru bi efa ebepa woda so dabi ye nsase no entesa de bia me ba me kan wansam edi tro se yensas no to se park so eda so pra da e won mo to se desert so a amena nsem biada eni ho enu nti bomodian fa won tuma ebeba ye dia no na se wo pass asepa e na atonko adia me se Imascon Estate Ghana Limited yene yensas no ana eye papa manso nsem biada ni ho a langard ni bia nso emebo emekun ewo ho ya wasa wo ba na obetobie minia ya register yensas nyina da ewa Lands Commission edimu afe ya sage title edi atoso ewa Lands Commission omu department ya no Airland Secretariat wonomu enu nti bomadian say wo beba na wonso ya nsase pay se wo pasa se pa na ato ya wani abra pese wo si dan ya wani abra pese wo bie company bi ana wani abra se wo pasa se bi na wo di ato wa ye ho nkrata asam edi agya wo ma ene wo nchirima dia ene na ewo say woba ya so ye Imascon Estate Ghana Limited yene yensas rubetimi ato na wagya hono akwa brochire akwa baby apesa wokọ even 10 years kwa na abeba no enya de se obi befo asase no afa anase encroachment biada enkoso frisa yene ya ye ton asase no e de ama ye de ani edi akire na ye make sure say ye ntom asase ba konso emfa mani pam ye ni ntokwasem akwa akosi ewa akire enu ntina mesi yenuanom asrafo binom aprosifo prison service afei en central form emu bankers wonom ye adwuma e hospital na me kan me jahwan wonom etomade metre traders adwadifo wonom soso na de welders enimu akuafo emu dodo na nya gidie abedi achi na wonom abeto ye nsase bia enam ne okasai womugo so develop no ebi so madan na ebi nso ebi omu companies ewo so enu ntinya gidiem eni aresemu na bra ye nchen na beto ye nsase bi mi kan ebi a wo pese ogie no mesenom wo tikam ana wo di dwumadie bi wo besa wo gye numbers na to bo ase frem ye numbers no eye miensa de di kan no eye 0553 840 646 0553 840 646 and 0553 838 730 0553 838 730 and 0209 155 437 0209 155 437 ebusia waji numbers ne awie tiemien ye promotion foforo ya sa promotion di kan one smart show data eye birthday any Xmas promotion ebusia mre no guso a eko birthday any Xmas promotion ye kan one semi eye pani kwantrefo ya woda Imascon Estate Ghana Limited yadwuma koi ano wowura hope gati nyankopon na di afe ba kwa aka ne nkwa na ho enu ntini birthday na wo die no ano wo so pese ne customers ya amba beton sase munya emfaso piewa e wo sna february na ne nso aye di no wo san ekyemade enu ntino de ye ne se ene ensase a enkane na price a eno eye susu for land promotion ba kwa ye atwam koye no na eye 32000 cedis no ya teso edi about 24,000 Ghana cedis from 32,000 cedis to 24,000 Ghana cedis ebusia 8,000 mu an ye edi afri so opani kwanta fon so pese wo kyewade e woni birthday wo die mu na bronya brain so wo kyew nyoma na wo se adidi enu ntiate so edi about 24,000 cedis no yesi sa wo discan eba ni akote asase ne ema wo ye besan atchew emu one bag kotokuo kase 25 kg no ye bema bag ba kom ni asan so atchew one bottle of cooking oil, a bottle of cooking oil and also anwa kase ba ko ne de aka ho na oni abusia no so makono anu madim na eja mani agene mo hira opani kwantrefo no enti sa wo to 2 plus a wo benya 2 bags of rice and 2 bottles of cooking oil sanso ana wo to 10 plus a wo benya 10 bags of rice any 10 bottles of cooking oil sa na etie ya yede krom afa sa wo per half protein so a enkane ba kono a promotion ye yenom na eye 16,000 cedis nanso enam promotion went no ya teso edi aba 12,000 Ghana cedis ebusia sikai eye upfront payment ana eye cash down ebisonsi ya tebo no so ama no aba from enunte no we de odu scan ba ya no ni yakwa akotwa asase na ma ni asanso de mo no aka ho enti half plot na ya teso edi afi 16,000 edi aba 12,000 cedis no enonso with this scan balance yakote asase no edi mawa de ye ne sa no so ye bechew emo one bag of rice eno ye 10 kg ni asanso edi bottle of cooking oil anwa kase na enonso ye de aka ho Shannon so say promotion yes I see 21st October ye akwa 18th December nansa bosom ya ebe nita etoso edunwotwe into ansamra no kwa na ekọ enkasamra na ebi wom enu nto wo twentwen so bomo dia sa wusika na onyade atonom fabra na fabeto asase paibi promotion we de ya gum e de amansa de be ya soro sitie bia no wo benya akwanya no nya asase ne biem na won so watimasi dan no agye wo mu ene wanwa makwa akotwa manu sperede emo no enye tujimi papa ni bi and ye de echemom ebusa ye office no ye was Sprinters Road Community 18 Junction ye ni Allied Filling Station wo kwan se ne di nhwani mu ye san ben KFC baby a wo muton aduane no na hye ne so si ensase no medical card to deda se ewo Tropoli na Tropoli American no ewo Greater Accra region ya emum ewo Tema any Dowenya kwan so wudru Tema hono na twam kakra bia Dowenya eniem udu Dowenya Central University ana wo bonkum swem na fenso Sagleme affordable housing eno nso to aso anim kakra bi wodi free Sagleme na wo kwa ba bia immense conform yensas ne ewo Tropoli wonom no eye just 5 minutes drive pe na wadru ntiminua bomodian bra ne yensas ne mkasem kan asmade bechi bibia de na kwam ya sa wotobia wanim mu ase wonso chese wo helbia ema de bia da eye ni gisam so beto yensas free serve eye japade akase anwanyanom minua ye kwaje no bese ne atwatom na yenya adwumade no ema mpanifo ɛyɛ 0553 840 646 0553 840 646 and 0553 838 730 0553 838 730 and 0209 155 437 0209 155 437 Imascon Estate Ghana Limited birthday and Xmas promotion eye papa beto asase abuofo mu na je mu ene anwa na munkodi na ni jeme nyankopon won hira mu nyina.
Yes, yeah, that's it. And a happy birthday to you, Nana Machumwa, sales executive and producer of Kessben Entertainment. A happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you, Nana Machumwa, Nana Ice Cream, sales executive and producer of Kessben Entertainment. And then a happy birthday to you, How Are You See of ICGC Covenant Temple. Happy birthday to you, How Are You See? How are you see? And then a happy birthday to you, Edward Nana Kojo Preko Dankwah. Happy birthday to you. And then a happy birthday to you, Mess Eunice Edichumwa JB of Amokom Calvary Methodist Church. Happy birthday to you, Mess Eunice Radin Sharpa. And then a happy birthday to you, Minister Gertrude Ewudi. You called Maakye. Happy birthday to you. And then a happy birthday to you, Reverend Caleb Osei Bonsu, head pastor of Jubilee International Church, Kumasi. Happy birthday to you. And then a happy birthday to you, Noah Woye Bogoso. Happy birthday to you. Okay. What am I mean? Jeffrey, the thoughts on the budget that is going to happen today. Now, Memram was on that one. All right, Jeffrey, Pacho, you tell me about Korea. Nice. Oh, and then a kind budget. People's expectation. I mean, the ordinary Ghanaian wants to look good in his pocket, want to look good on the market, want to look good with trading in terms of the area that we keep talking about, the service sector and all that. Clearly, what would be your take on the budget? I mean, to be read today.
Well, I'm a big condolences to the families of the young men who lost their lives in search of job, especially in the OBT budget. You can say for Enuma, Enuma ya na nkola yesu ko se omoko pebi na enye adebone ekwampa. Se yete se omoko adebone na ebuefu. Nti ekwampa no so omuso nam so na ne yakoba no so yankotie asempa. Nti yebehye yebema omo bushafo nyina yako is that it?
Yes.
Na yebesere se nyina yemompa na breti awe mu a yedwin we hunu ebema ebusuane ni bebre kakra enso yema nyame ema asumdwe enkasa me say ohwa aban we economy na first budget already any budget muchefa be to review budget review how the midterm de beka ho me say me nyina ya hwe ohwe mu na odi ekira ni ama omo kae no me say omo aye enti ye ko yenim no ye be say ni ama bi mu aka so omo ye ba ko pa for be me de beka kire efa eto ska won some revenue ho no me hwe okakra say let's set realistic target.
Okay,
so we hwe mu ye set target ni ani yenya nti there are some magic minds be almost so kire se kan ya yen set target na yen miem kakra ye maso nkosuru kakra na yen jeje na eno so kire se ye de eto ni bi ba be ka ho kire se eno kire se ubetre wonsa no ahwe bia na sika ni bi mu hihya onko ho eno na ye ka no recouping losses revenue there se o ka sika se ma say we baby awo ko iska ni bia e be nyuma pa na ye pese ye nyina no iska ne wo he a de be ye recouping losses sika na ya jejeje no kobrane aye kanana e mo wia sika ni bi
uba potokasa ni yam say akrache for no ko bokro no de a na ye say misapplication misappropriation da won de me ne omunya adwene kro no utwa woni hwe say kra na akola bi fa phone sesi a unsaka na pe ye say o krofo so obi so de pen atro ade na abokro no na sasika na enye fache it is not for giving, it's not for keeps and o mine sika ye hwiri say ukojiba nti say budget obeka no we should see efforts at recouping all those losses ehwiri ye no is the finance manager, so he should tell us akwan be no mde to ato a mde kojeje sasika na amaye na den no de hihye akwan mu ama sasika na ehwiri ye no ekwan fa so no o ma bibie de esi ho. What systems have you put in place to check the plugging of corrupt holes na BPM no? Say no so ochire na emu eho no say tin sem bi ti say o de nhihye bi ahye wo say ye be say charge de na dum level ebe ye no ya ma na nye no to say charge we be ade bia na ye da asema koto internal and external auditors na wo de answer na abontene for ba be hu say ehuma yi mu no bi atochima kakra no na internal auditor na edwuma ne sen o te ho de bia say wo hu say e ba ketua enkrofo 10 na ye edwuma na 10 ni na ye edwuma ba ku wu a ye ni din afiri mu den na ye benya ghost name enkohwe public account committee ye ko ye ni mu omo edwuma na omo ye no mbise no mu no bo tin say obi ewu na ono no ye ma na ketua ekoso ma na ketua na obi ono ti ase ni mu befi temale no aba na obe validation ewo auditor general's officer there ya ye se ni din ni ma na ni din no na ye hwe say o ti ase nti o be sign ye hwe nti bo say yam se kana na bi wo baby no so edi edem yam se hono so ni nhihye no so say ba ho o share small scale enterprise nyuma nkito no o che omo bobi say obe increase omo tax free threshold to no mo tia no yam se obe sane ho kakra mo no so eboa pa obi bisa say ni mo ane say sa osane sa ni ama na be ma o medwuma na omo ye no ho ka no ebe kofom kakra nti say ebi mu kra enya ho akwanya o medwuma no metumi biem na ohun say edwuma bi wa train edwuma na kire say once you expand production na obejin edwuma for bi kakra be kan ho eno kire say edwuma no sika sem ekonenim no na company income tax ifn CIT no na ehun eto no ebe kosoro na edwuma for so wagye no se na ode nkofo 10 ena edwuma mu twa aban tasa mo be edumienu ana edumiensa na tie say nkofo na miensa na ebe kan ho no omo so ede eto no bi abe county ho no so ebe hwe so be eno so amaye na obehwe eko weka service ho no say edwumayefo na ododo no mo ye edwuma yi omo to na ye je omo no tax free threshold say ye ko yenim no hwe ye oskeni ewo hiani e ode no akire no ase ho no ye je to no obi wo ase ho no ono no dia adore ne kakra ne kana kete nyina ye be 600 nse aban masa tax free threshold no so na omo bi mu no na ye yi eto no adeswa no kakra efi omo so ye be hwe so be ye bibi afa eno so ho na ohwe be se na otwe baku bi atwa mu sesie ya GRA eye bibi a eto no nsem no o se wa ye bibi efre no modified taxation eto no ema informal sector we are buying edwuma for ginenche mo maka ya ye ya edwuma ankra edwuma yi sa modified taxation be ma ya bre tax asia mo ne aye ho edwuma ebe ma obi a etimi enya etua sa eto ni bi amaye na ohwe a one sector ana area be amehwe se metie the aban crash ohwe ka se be hu bibi amaye ne se fiscal space ono eska any dollar cedi in some ekika ono kem se oya ade kakra ma ya ekoyie no e ma cedi no enya ahoden e ba dollar no so no e ho chima kakra baaye aye ya ma enyina enso e be ma on the goose chese milo sugar then poultry ni ama e be fi amanone aba no ono ohia dollar kakra de bibiri aba omode ba asempa
okay
enso so e ba be kun etia local manufacturers no omo ye poultry e wo Ghana atem nkon kitinkitin ayeyi o ye nkon kitinkitin wi a o poultry no ne cost no o ton de wo Ghana ha de na o de no be cost no kakra chain enye menum na eka enso be hwe consumer index na statistical service ye na akire say goods in Ghana no even though on the overall inflation akoform na goods in Ghana inflation na e cost nti ubetime aye bibia say o ma eto no so kakra in the interest of protecting the local industry we ma omo ye bi Ghana na omo ho asane omo na covid levy levy bia me pese ye be ye free ho tax bia protocol be say nuisance tax. You see our dinner juma no ba so be no di and so answer say ye hia no nti no ye nkrata me ye ntone ntwene esa say ye sa Ghana Medical Trust Fund ye pe hia ska akotum nti ye ma ontena say ye nsa ne di ne ye nkrata enfa ho ne enfa say ska no enkoboa e na face to excise tax aye gi no ye a fasting product product bi ti say alcohol ensa any tobacco ye gi so tax say ska ne ye gi anakoto futu kese nim abankrache me pese me te say ne obeka kire me say oyi say sika na o de ba ko di say juma na enti aye dis atas no so purposely on targeting no earmarking for health issues to say Maakye no on from gugum come ma me just 10 seconds we na me share any final advice we hear aban we gi so no niam bi e ka kire ne say ontwa size of government otwa so me pese o mba kire what gains ayaye wo ho any efforts on to cut down further. Say Independence Day celebration. So yeah, me say ye ba agric ni ye Farmers Day. Me say me say ye the X amount of my farmers. So me fan go to boot. Yes, ye be jamboree party biom. Ye trust our budget no. Ye fan ma ekuafo no. Back corruption so plug the holes and then say charge those who have actually taken our money no. Near who recouping our year no. But social interventions no will roll it out. But we want to get an account of all the social interventions. E bia obuka so my no ahen omo diska send om there and omo ko meni crap no omo da no ama ye twa ehoka wastage there ye mpese e beti bibi. Okay. All right.
But I say wonderful. Jeffrey Okansi ye Kabute Revenue Mobilization Africa and yete nenkano. Gordon I mean to you on Bafo Bondi dear no 3 minutes now for you.
I mean congratulating the entire parliament which includes the MPP because Kojo so for me quorum edi jume bia wedding for and on behalf of parliament so walk out no doesn't mean that the vetting wasn't done by parliament. I hope you agree in that principle.
Yeah.
Yes. And untina MP for Okankwe, what's the name? Okankwe. MP we your friend is MP. MP.
Okankwe, which of the north, south, central?
Yabuama. In his post, congratulated parliament for vetting Justice Bafuboni because he acknowledges that in the law. Kojo,
yeah.
Dan me betra akachira say the problem of the MPP in parliament is their leader Afenyo Markins. And I still insist.
Come on, you.
I still insist.
Oh, God.
And I will propose say the condition and as a circumstance MPP find you on Afenyo is not the best leader for the minority now. They are not he's not the best leader. You see, he may be a good player, but he's being positioned at the wrong position and the timing. Because say NDC majority 100 crampo every month, the remaining still is higher than your numbers. Until we don't use emotions at this time. You use wisdom.
Why you think he's using emotions?
Yes, he's using emotions. Why am I saying that?
Yeah, quick one.
On the 28th of October. On the 28th of October. On the 28th of October.
Yeah.
Emira majority. All your leader for government business.
Yeah.
A presenting on the floor say the nominee will be vetted on the 28th of October 2025. Afenyo Markins sorry ye din common. So obekaya. Or see, Obi said the minority will not participate in the vetting. It is not true. He even went further to say, admonish Justice Bafuboni said, unprepared well. So or see, unprepared well to come and meet them. If you remember. So he said that the minority was going to participate until the nominee should prepare well and meet them. 2 weeks after, now with Johnny, the person that you are asking to prepare well, after preparing well, you, the examiner, ran away from the vetting room.
But with a reason.
What is the reason?
With a good reason.
The reason Maakye will say, this VAT, this tax on the buy, betting tax. Is it betting or COVID? Yeah, COVID. The minority then took that VAT issue or that levy issue to court. It was still pending before the Supreme Court. By then, he was the majority leader. Didn't they pass it?
All right.
The last point also is that issue never court. Kojo, issue never court. What is the issue? The issue is not about injunction. You are not seeking the court to injunct Parliament from exercising its responsibilities.
Yeah, sure.
You get the point?
Yeah.
So if the issue is not about you injuncting Parliament to refrain from the act on Babeya, why do you say Parliament should stop exercising their legitimate right?
Okay.
Rather, the other court near set your right.
Okay.
To quash the decision of the president. Two distinct issues.
Okay.
You get the point?
All right.
Into Afenyo Markins for me, good player, but playing a very wrong position and wrong timing.
Kweku for 1 minute in the near fan for my na
Chief Justice Assembly Ayeke. Meka no unequivocally say we have no issue against the person of Justice Bafuboni. I think the whole issue of how this this is my take on this. Me minyaya se ye ka say judiciary no enye yenka say omo vacant because there's somebody acting. What I say? Into nipa ne betimi acting.
But when you are acting,
Nanka ya exhausting all the legal avenues. What I say? Say mami so the wako ECOWAS court or namha or nama. And in some na wo ni nyina no enka yen exhausting ni nyina. Na ye wia ye hu say asem no puma sibreni nanka ya kan ho asem. Na emom no ekoba ne say ya me unim kwajo de ya na ya me ya wo sa asem we hu ne say Kameye say no Ghana ha no ye bibia ye politicize no na ya hwe a beto mrebi no ebe ha yen as a country because me ba
which law had the government
say asama make Godwin me say abina bridge any law bia na say wa call ultra vast whatever situation
but you wait for the if you haven't breached any law, why should you have to wait for it? We haven't breached any law.
Someone make on emotions. One country. Leadership even within the security agencies no ya wo bi anko nsa and yet
it started from where in this fourth republic when Rollins left before came he started his whole thing
sir at the banner ye no ye dey ha on my Ghana
all right
to say police ye ba ya say IGP ye you know yakofo bi fo aba we ye you know na ye ma institution nankasa mayen near enka IDP free wa yes or no take you over no ni akofo obi foforo afi lower rank crani ya ejano
ours is not like that
okay
the one we have picked is the right
person what the best ya no ya beka
I had a very good anniversary. We did Kojo Preko Dankwah Mansan Somfo. Grateful to the production team, Richard Apia Sapon, Fifi, Addison, Danny, and after the technical crew, we are back again tomorrow morning. Majama Maye, Jolaka and Air Sports team with midfield action from now to 2 p.m. on 92.9.
Idwomima, we dear, make a chinchim. Yakika, where you so has say, or frame, Jeremy.